We're here. We're listening to their stupid music that I can't play, or else, you know, I can never make money on this video. Here live from the Norwegian Prima. Don't worry, you won't miss a minute of the scam. When the scam starts, the scam starts. Come on in, join the party. We're just drinking water right now. Although we got some really good rum. I want to take that rum home and enjoy it. I don't want to enjoy it on a video with some fuckheads. We live. Scam starts soon. They're playing music right now. I can't put this or else the video goes nowhere. So as soon as they stop their stupid music and start the scam, it's going to go right into the scam, I promise you. I can even dance to the music. I'll show you the music for like an eighth of a second. Ready? There we go. Make sure you can hear the music. Yeah, you're good. Okay, that's all I can show you. As soon as the scam starts, we go live to the scam. Yeah.
Joining from around the world. Hey, how are you?
What's up, Alton?
A warm welcome to each and every
Criminal in Africa. Used to be in Miami. That's Alton Patterson, baby.
My name is Alton Patterson, and I'm humble about having an opportunity to open up this call. However, before we
drink package was free. Casino provided it. I actually made money at the casino, so they paid me to drink.
Let us know where you are representing from.
All right, so remember, if anybody is in America, this is illegal.
Let us know.
Come on, read them out, Alton.
Right now, Detroit
Let's
is
read
in
it.
the house. The Big Red Barn, Tampa, Dallas, Sweden, Detroit, Barbados, North Carolina, Pennsylvania, Nigeria, Malaysia.
I wonder
Iceland,
how, is Alton a
Boston,
financial advisor with the
Hampton,
SEC?
New Mexico, Helton, Norway, Florida, India, North Carolina, Connecticut.
What's up, Amit? This is live scamming.
Colorado, New Zealand,
No,
West
weed's
Virginia,
legal there,
Mississippi,
but
New
scamming's
York,
not.
Canada, California, Toronto, Alabama, Sweden, Florida, Durham, Maryland, Trinidad and Tobago, St. Lucia, Jamaica, London, Seattle, Alberta, New Jersey.
Seattle, that's in the U.S.
Cali.
Shit, this is going to be regulated for the SEC, guys.
We are plugging in from all around the world, and that's what I'm speaking about when we say we are a global community.
Okay, remember, the goal is find the business. You have to tell me, I'm going to turn my mic down. You have to tell me what the business is here over the next hour and a half.
Keep it coming.
Then we're gonna go get some. We're gonna get some good turkey and some good pulled pork. Okay, I promise you. I'll take you guys for the turkey and the pulled pork, as long as you stick around for the scam.
To the line who I have the utmost respect for.
Micah?
This is the gentleman who has made this possible. For
I'm also not
each
wearing
and
pants right now.
One of us to know that not only through his decision has impacted our lives, it has now blessed us with that opportunity.
My people
to
do
go out
scamming
and do
better.
the same
I like
for
that one.
others. So without
Amit's
further
Indian.
ado, I want to welcome to the line a gentleman who is very dear and close to my heart. I consider him a brother from another
We're going Micah.
mother.
Micah third.
He is very well versed in this digital arena.
Can barely
well
speak
educated,
proper English, but
and he
very well versed.
continues to share and impart upon us every single week that information. Who am I speaking about? None other than, guys, you know how I say it, our sexy
Micah Turd.
CEO himself.
Who can't
Sir
leave the Turkish
Micah
Republic of Northern
Beard.
Cyprus without
Mr.
getting
Beard,
fucking arrested by
are you
Interpol?
there?
I am.
Remember, if this stream gets taken
man.
down, it'll be posted as a video very
I was getting
quickly.
down to that music. That was a little.
So was I, Micah.
A little kind of. I think you're
Look, we got something in common.
Spirit now, huh? You're feeling it.
I'm an alcoholic drinking water.
Absolutely, baby.
When I have
Yeah, I was.
call
I
is all
was-
yours.
I was
12 bottles of
boogieing,
good
and
rum
I was
next to
kinda
me.
Doing my last minute, notes about today, and big smile on my face. On with Hakan, on with Douglas earlier, just talking about what's happening. So today, I am
What are we gonna do
going
today,
to,
baby?
Take
Scam again.
everyone
Scam where?
through a little bit of an exercise.
Oh, we're doing
because
exercise?
I think we need to to sort of like kind of come into the present moment. With
We'll come
what we are
together
doing.
right
And we need to get
now.
really clear
Like I
on
did
where
in
we
Mexico.
stand in
It's a live scam, guys.
I would say, knowledge place when it comes to
Knowledge place.
finance and
The fuck is a knowledge place?
Then we're gonna talk about our products, and we're gonna
What
go
product?
through all of the fun stuff as well. We have
Knowledge place. I think that's called brain.
Give away Project X.
I have a big
And then
knowledge
I'm
place.
gonna dig into I'm gonna dig in a little bit on Miracle Pay nodes, their value, how they stand against everything else
Say
that's
asset.
out there as far as what
Shit, I'm gonna have to break open one of these bottles of rum. I'm too sober for this shit.
So we're gonna go through some stuff, and
Some stuff and things. This is
you
real.
know, we are, as a company, we're going in these sort of waves of excitement and waves of doubt and waves of confidence and waves of joy, waves of hope.
Of scamming.
You know, so everyone's out there in a different place.
We need to come
I
together.
can feel it. I know there's groups. I know there's some that have a little bit of animosity. You know, their journey's been it's been a little bit tough for them, and you know
No one's gotten paid unless you've referred more people.
Get a little bit upset because they've been so excited, and then things happen, and I mean, we're
Putting this in
talking
all
about
your
3.5
knowledge
years
holes,
of
okay?
building this
All your
company.
knowledge holes. We're live from the
And I'd
Norwegian
like to
Prima
say
on my
that,
lamp.
You know, when you set out to do something special, something outside of what people normally do, what you're doing is you're throwing yourself into the unknown. And a lot of people
Into the unknown.
They don't like to be
Into the
uncomfortable.
unknown.
So they never
That was from
do.
Frozen 2, a shittier
They
movie.
never throw themselves into the unknown. They just want to do the known. They want to be in a place where they can predict tomorrow, where they think they know what's going to happen the next day or the next month. And that's
Thank you to the 15 of you hanging in here.
Continues to degrade.
I'm expanding my
your life.
knowledge place.
Because
What are
when
they
you're
selling?
not uncomfortable,
We don't know.
You're not growing. When you're not uncomfortable, you're not on your way to something new and exciting. You're sort of
Remember,
sliding
if they take this
backwards.
down,
You're sort
I'm
of
recording,
like
it'll be right back up.
not living. Your soul is starting to just suffocate in the ordinary of life. So to actually be extraordinary,
Here, let me get you
you're
guys all the Zoom
kinda
link.
doing what you're doing now, which is throw yourself into something that
I'm gonna put the
seems
Zoom link
scary,
in the
maybe
chat.
risky, new. You don't understand it. You're confused a lot. You feel bad because you're confused. You
Zoom
think
link
you
in the
should know
chat,
this a little
maybe.
bit better by now.
Maybe in a second.
You know, maybe you've made some mistakes and you're
gotta watch
beating
an ad.
yourself up about those mistakes. But all of that in that bowl gets you to a new place.
Zoom
And
links in the
what
chat.
we want to do today
What
is
up,
we wanna
Jen?
get really clear on where we're at, because the vast majority
I gotta join the webinar
of
again.
people who win the
I'm just
lottery
hearing.
end up broke again.
Okay, here we go.
The vast
back.
majority of people who've made a lot of money end up broke at some point after that. We don't want that. We want to now start to look at what it means
Okay.
to actually
Has anybody learned what the product is yet?
play the game of wealth, not the game of making money. Making money, a lot of people do that, and they have done that at some point in their life. That's not it. Building wealth is a completely different environment. It's about being smart. It's about having patience. It's about standing strong in the now and allowing your wealth to build
Does anybody
over
know
time. So we're
what
gonna
this
talk
company
about
does yet?
that, but we do
Alton,
have
while he's playing the
someone
music, he was saying,
very
"Oh,
special
get
on the
people
call."
here.
I
It's
said,
going to
"You
be
know what?
huge."
You've never been on our call, Doug. You need to be on our call. You know, you coming on.
I know
to
so
the
much about Doug that I
and when
can't
When
say.
I say scene, I'm talking
Read
about
between the lines.
the scene of Metaterra. Douglas coming onto the scene of Metaterra.
Doug's an informant.
Bellator
For the
has
US government.
shifted everything.
I swear to you.
This man has
This is
brought
glorious.
with him
You're watching
years of
something that's
experience.
eventually
I'm
going to be a
gonna cheat
Netflix movie happening
for a
live.
minute. I'm going to give him a proper introduction. So Mr. Anderson was formerly
Douglas
trained
Anderson.
on Wall Street as an underwriter and rose to management positions with 25
Look up Wall Street
million
Capital
in
Partners. It doesn't
underwriting
exist.
Authority at Fortune 500 financial services
Here, let me help you.
companies. In 1998, he launched his own investment banking firm, and since then has been deeply engaged in corporate finance, including private equity.
Let me show you Douglas
venture
Anderson's
capital,
website. Hold on.
M&A, mutual funds, IPOs,
It's
and
glorious because
ICOs.
it's just a
He has
scammer
raised
that's scamming other
hundreds
scammers, or
of
you know,
millions in
a
private
government asset.
equity and
Their target age is
participated in
Jesus.
transactions exceeding $1 billion.
This is the guy, Wall Street Capital.
Anderson is frequently featured as a financial expert on NASDAQ, NYC, SE, and international broadcasts. Earlier in his career, he
Wall Street
served
Capital
in
Partners.
the
Here we go.
U.S. Marine Corps Reconnaissance Battalion and with the U.S. State Department, holding top secret clearance. Notably, he has brought prominent global figures onto boards, including the president of Microsoft, COO of Boeing, director of the CIA, and other distinguished leaders. So
you're watching a
I
scammer
bring
scam a
you
scammer.
today
Welcome to
good
Douglas
friend
Anderson, who is now scamming
our hero,
the Miracle Guys on
saying
behalf
our
of the U.S.
company,
government to avoid a
Mr.
prison
Douglas
sentence.
Anderson, and I hope
It's the only thing that makes
he
sense.
is on our board here.
It's the only thing that makes sense to me.
Fine.
Shit. Okay.
So
I need to find a better charger for this laptop.
Doug is. Try and look this up. One second.
No, we're good. 95%. He can't find Doug. God damn it. Doug's with Pork Chop and Skeeter.
His hand, so I can
Okay?
find it.
That's where Doug is. He's with Pork Chop and Skeeter. And Patty Mayonnaise.
Yeah.
If it's Boeing, I'm not going. I agree, that's not a flex.
There is a Douglas, but I don't know if that's Douglas Anderson.
He can't find Douglas Anderson. This fag.
I'm like, I see a Douglas, but I don't know if it's Doug Anderson. I don't think so.
I don't think so. No.
So Doug's not on the call. You just piped him up and he's not even on the call.
Should I read that again? I mean,
Okay.
the fanfare. So he says he's on.
My hand was raised.
This is glorious.
iPhone 8.
They're spit roasting Patty. This thing is iPhone 8. Doug has an iPhone 8. Doug has an iPhone 8. Are you fucking kidding me, this guy? The government ain't got no money.
iPhone 8.
He's one of the ones called iPhone.
iPhone 8. Can you guys see it?
See it? Anyone?
Can you raise your
iPhone
hand
8?
again, Doug, please?
I'm here.
So we can grab it.
I should change my name to iPhone 8 and get on their call, shouldn't I?
There we go. Okay.
Got him.
Did we get Doug?
Got him, yeah.
Doug is an NPC. Watch Doug.
Okay. I think that is good enough. So let me see if I can
I got him.
over here.
Alton got him.
He's there
Alton
now,
got him.
Michael.
Here we go.
Yeah, I asked him to unmute.
Where's Doug?
Here we go. Doug?
Distinguished gentleman.
Hey,
Doug!
are you on or off camera? Which one?
I am off camera.
Okay.
Well, why are you off camera?
So let me just say, you're gonna have to watch the recording because I gave you
I gave you the best introduction.
Introduction in the history of our call.
I was on. I
His
was
fag.
on. I heard it. I blushed.
Okay.
Good job.
All right, man. All right, so it's a pleasure to have you here. I'm not going to talk too much. We asked you to come on and just give everybody your 2 cents on.
You know what? Doug
everything
can't be
that's
on camera.
happening
He's in a
on
CIA
your
facility
side
right now.
with Metaterra, what you've been up to.
Okay. First of all, thank you very much for inviting me. I am speaking
iPhone
to
8.
you live from New York City, where I am camped out at
The Trump building.
NASDAQ.
It's Saturday,
pushing
faggot.
along our listing. And to give you
Oh, they're
a
still going
status on
public?
that, yeah, a normal listing would take 6 months to a year to accomplish, but my office, this is what we do
You
day
don't
in,
have an
day
office.
out, and
You rent to
we've got
WeWork in the
strong
Trump building.
relationships, and we know how to get things done quickly. And so for us, 60 to 90 days is more the norm. And we acquired the shell in January. So and I think we're going to have
I
our
have the
symbol
shell.
and list
I know the shell.
probably this week. I was expecting actually yesterday for it to
They're going to list
happen.
yesterday.
Yeah.
The shell is.
So
I'm keeping going. I gotta find it.
we're making very good time, very good
found it.
progress. One thing I
NATM.
didn't anticipate, and I should have, was the recent government shutdowns backlogged OTC markets.
Oh, it's up 21%
so they
today.
got a stack on their desk that they've got to
NATM.
through, and the market is also very hot now. So there's a lot of companies coming out. There's a lot of activity. So that kind of slowed us up a little bit, but that's okay. We haven't wasted time.
NATM.
And in fact, one thing that we did do, as many of you know, I accepted an invitation to Nigeria and went down there.
They're bringing the scam to Nigeria.
Say hello to the community, the enthusiastic.
They're bringing the scam to Nigeria. Think about that for a second.
Which I was happy to do. And since I was there, I looked up an old friend of mine that I've known probably 25 years, Wale Tinubu. Wale Tinubu is probably the most successful and dynamic CEO of Africa. He is the founder and group
I'm not making this up, guys. You can hear what I'm hearing.
Owando, which is the largest, most profitable
Mark has woken up to go pee.
Oil and gas company in Africa, publicly traded.
Mr. Montubu,
worth billions and billions, and Wale is an extremely accomplished
the best
CEO, and he's got a fantastic company. So he is
just like Wall Street Capital Partners, fantastic company, hanging out in NASDAQ on the Saturday.
Abuja, and so since I was there, I thought I'd pop in and say hello to him.
Part of the deal.
The last time I saw Wale, I was actually on my yacht and introducing the chairman of Goldman Sachs China, who was sitting on another board with me. He and I were working together on a public company in China at the time, and Wale was very interested to meet him because he wanted to gather some funding because Fang had brought every single energy company in China to the stock exchange. So he was very familiar with that space and with
they renamed him. He's no longer iPhone 8. Now he's Douglas Anderson.
For a company like Wale. So I got them on a yacht together, so
they
couldn't get away from each other, and they were a good deal done.
I think we got this.
And
I don't care if you see people's names. Let's get the chat going.
So
we got the chat up.
We were invited to his home.
Cold one's probably in the back.
And
there's a cold one probably in the back.
While we were there,
throw the rest in if you can while you're up.
As to what I was doing.
I'm not wearing pants, so it's kind of hard.
And I told him that I'm chairman of this fantastic company that we're listing on the stock exchange, and part of
I kept the chat
what
up.
I explained to him, of course, was our capability.
Metaterra, Montubo.
To tokenize real world assets. And that turned the
We're going to tokenize all the oil.
Into
oh, he said assets. Is this an asset-backed security we're buying?
Of tokenizing his oil assets. And so basically then and there, we made a decision to go ahead and
pursue
no
can see me unless I chat.
And so he is committed to do a pilot with us with
the name of the company is NATM.
Barrels of oil resource, and following the pilot project, he's committed to 1 billion barrels. So this will be a first for the world. It will also be a very, very significant. It'll be the largest real world asset ever tokenized. The only thing that might beat that is another company called Metaterra that is doing
the airport,
a large airport project in
Bucharest,
in Romania.
Vlad the Impaler.
We're
that was Micah.
Really keeping busy. Let's just put it that way. So that's extremely exciting stuff.
What did you just say?
And I think that it's
what did Doug Anderson just talk about? Can anybody help me there?
A real world asset in this situation, because Africa is a very dynamic. It is the growth, the ultimate growth. Emerging
yeah, you want to see
market.
Some ultimate growth. You should see me at the whorehouse in Mexico yesterday.
It has very strong demographics, and some of the countries in Africa have currency challenges, and so if you have a stable coin that's connected to
no, they're not pre-recorded. This is live. They're too dumb to pre-record this.
With their own assets. Then that could be a stabilizing influence and tool for
yeah, you're a tool. That's the first thing you said. That's true. He's a tool,
and we're confident that they're going to do that.
This is live,
and
this is not
the way Hakan has decided to set this up is not just an oil token, but actually an African fund.
These fools are like this all the time,
which can onboard significant
lives will definitely change.
World assets.
Yep, Carolyn G.
So let's say
so blessed to be part of this community.
Oil now.
They think they're a unicorn.
Might be able to do gold as well, diamonds as well, magnesium.
Wait till they realize that Douglas Anderson is a government asset scamming scammers.
We could platform those.
I don't know how I know that.
Onto that very special coin, and we're doing something.
No, it's amazing. AirPods,
and
that's all Doug's doing.
I think that this thing, the prospect is staggering. It really is breathtaking. What
it'll take your breath away,
the
baby.
Capability, what the possibility is here.
I'm going to go into a little bit today, Project X and the value of that partnership that people are able to, do through those nodes. What is your feeling? Because you move in around in the environment of Wall Street. You're in touch with everyone. You feel the pulse. What is your take on this sort of
course it's an asset.
Real world assets? There's been different companies talking about.
I'll agree with the bots in the chat.
It's something that's bound to happen. What's your?
What's the difference between a Christian and a bot? Needs more Jesus.
I gotta say, I'm such a lucky guy because the timing of this company
kept me out of prison.
Is so fantastic because I really look at this as almost an.
I can't tell you exactly why.
I really look
because Micah might watch this video. I've already figured out the end of all this.
It's like a swan song to my career. The way that this has come along, and it's hilarious because I'm sitting in front of the auditor here in New York. And I've got
Scientology auditor.
This is my deal. I'm the chairman of the company, and so I am bringing all the strength I can to it. And so I've got a top auditor, and I am not talking to one of his guys in a cubicle. I am talking to the chairman of that firm. I'm talking to the top
Say the
guy.
firm.
He is
Say the firm
across the desk from me, and he's got the strongest possible STC attorney with him, and we've got
their
the
names.
strongest possible broker dealer with him.
Say their names.
Their assistants, and so we have a table full of seasoned, strong people, and they're doing exactly what I'm doing, which is as I go through all of the stuff that we have, that we're planning, that we're
they're not all there on a Saturday
systematically
at the NASDAQ
ticking off. Their jaws drop. They're just like, what? They're like, Douglas, this is a fucking huge deal. Pardon my language, but that's what they said. They're like, do you understand what this is? I'm like, yes, I understand what it is. That's why you're here, and so
fucking
we need
huge
to
deal.
roll up our sleeves and get this done.
First time I've heard Anderson curse.
Whoa, wow, this thing is huge. And they're actually kind of
compared to the Filipino penises in the whorehouse yesterday. That's what they said about me
on the lower board at OTC.
There were no black guys there.
Yeah. And I mentioned it to Hakan. I said, Hakan, people, on Wall Street are going
Jesus probably to them.
Shake their head and say, what are you doing on the lower board? You should direct list S1 to the main board. What are you doing down here?
Because you can't.
We're going to be like the 900-pound gorilla. Literally, we're going to be at the first grade basketball game with Michael Jordan, on the court.
That is correct, Zimmerman. I get 20% of whatever they recover from these fuckheads.
So
tax free.
Back to your question. I mean, everyone knows that the time for this to shine, this asset class, this sector is right now. I mean, if you're in something like this right now, and it's developed and it's credible, and you've got smart, strong people,
sorry, Michael,
you are going to have
if you were ever openly traded,
and that's where we're at
as a real company with an S1 and auditors and everything. I will eat this shoe. I will put it in a lot of barbecue sauce, but I'll eat it.
It's funny, Doug, because I've been saying this for 3 years now. I've been saying we're blessed, we're protected, and with
Michael Jordan's at the first
you kind of sharing how this was perfect timing for you. I just feel that it was meant to be. It wasn't luck or anything. It was you were the exact person to join this company at the exact right time.
Oh, yeah, and let me tell you something. What you've done
Go on, Doug.
In the amount of time that you've been working on this is phenomenal. I mean, it should be 10 years to get where you're at right now. And the guys at the table said the same thing. They're like, Douglas, this thing it's unbelievable, and it's developed. It's like ready, and it's people are going to be shocked. It's like it's just coming out of the blue. All of a sudden,
it feels so good that you say that, Doug, because we had a different roadmap when we started, and
we keep changing roadmaps. I wonder why.
Regulations has been topsy-turvy for the last 2 years, just because it's finding its
topsy-turvy.
It's finding its place, right? So there's people that they imagine that our road has been long, So when you say that, it makes me feel really good that you, who understand these things, and
sorry, I'm gonna read your chat in a second. I'm just making a thumbnail for what we're doing after this.
We've done this in record time, because most people, they've never been on this journey.
Record time.
They don't know what it takes.
Huge, bigly.
How complex, how complicated it is. And even with what's happening now, you know, today Hakan was mentioning to me, he's like, oh my God, I just sat through a session with Doug and everyone about, you know, SEC, Wall Street, all this. He's like, I know very little about this. There's so much to know.
God
So
knows nothing about it. He's the
that
CEO of the
that you
fucking
bring to
company,
the
and he knows
table,
nothing
which,
about
you
it.
know, for us, it's price, you know, you can't put a price
Yeah,
on that.
look, I don't want to give the impression that this is going to be a walk through the park. It is a complicated uh, orchestra to run. You know, I mean,
When this is over, I'm getting
it's
some
an
barbecue, and I'm gonna
accounting
take you guys with me.
and
I'm just making the
legal
thumbnail.
bowl of spaghetti. You know that
It's a
we've
legal
got
bowl of
to
spaghetti. Who are these people?
organize and carefully operate on. But we're going to do it, and we have an extremely strong and competent team at the table, and believe me, we have their attention. They are like going, holy shit. You know, I mean,
he's cursed again.
You know, these are very seasoned guys who don't
I'm gonna
need
go with
another
it.
deal. They don't.
Yeah.
You know, they're really, you know, another year or two, okay, I'm done. But this deal, no, they've become highly energized, and they're like, wow, I didn't know I was going to get another shot in my career at a massive
He's the head of the board and
run,
everything.
you know, something amazing, you know, and Amazon and Apple, and that's what this is.
You guys are getting to watch a Netflix movie being made. I actually already have the deal with Netflix. We're just waiting for the ending.
How I feel. That's what you know. That's what I'm looking at.
Just said that out loud. Yeah, I have a deal with
chair,
Netflix.
that's what I'm looking at. And and you know, and the guys who are as seasoned as myself and more, they're saying they're seeing the same thing I am. You know, so it's.
And these are things
beyond...
that, you know, we haven't talked in a while. So for me, it's like I'm getting goosebumps listening to you sharing, you know, what's happening in your world, you know, with people who know and understand what's happening in the market.
Yeah, and it's I mean, you know, you know, what
are they saying?
I'm doing now is spending a lot of time trying to undergird our
undergird.
Did
you say
our team.
Okay,
you know,
I need to know
more muscle, because
because telling me about
it's gonna get a lot bigger, a lot faster than we all thought. And so it's kind of like, hey, we don't need you know, we don't need just a frigate.
What does undergird mean?
Entire carrier group.
I think he said the word undergird.
And you know,
you guys heard that, right?
Everything else. Wow. And so you know, that's what we're doing. So it's a lot of work, but it's going to be amazing.
Would you say that, you know, there's that's happened already, and then we actually, I guess,
ATM.
we get our ticker. But would you say that the difference between the before, which is now, to when we're listed, that transparency, what would you say?
There's no transparency
on just something like that in just as a company.
Well, as you become, so
I think we need a picture of Douglas Anderson for those of you who don't know.
That we're using as a vehicle to reverse into, and then we will be that, you know, we will be the public company, but we're the ones that own it. So technically we are listed. We're just listed under an old company that we're changing the name of.
This is the dude.
Once we change the name and symbol, then we're publicly listed, and that means that we have to hold to certain standards that the SEC and FINRA require. And
No, you're not.
What that means is yes, transparency.
You have to have investor relations too. I have questions.
We will have monthly, quarterly, and annual filing requirements.
No, you won't.
And an auditor, PCAOB auditor, which means
you know who used to work for the PCAOB?
Accounting
My
board,
dad.
certified. Will have to sign.
Yeah,
those
he was
reports.
a PCAOB auditor.
And what he is saying,
I might have a little bit of a connection to the PCAOB. He finally dropped something.
Accounting firm. What he is saying is, hey, what these guys are saying is true, and I'm willing to go to jail if that's not
because
I'm
as soon as the auditor is listed somewhere, which they won't be, I'm going to contact them.
I'm certifying it,
Yeah,
and
no one's going to certify it.
That really
so,
leads into just so I can make this point, Doug. It leads
the second that auditor comes out,
we have
they're done.
We have products and assets and nodes and CPU, and it all ties into our company's credibility. What we're able to achieve translates into a successful node, a successful CPU asset. So with that,
asset-backed security. Are you selling those via SEC rules right now? I'm waiting.
Conditionally lowers the risk of being involved with us. So once this starts to happen, our pricing.
My dad worked for Arthur Andersen too. That's a good joke, Alex. My dad worked for Arthur Andersen, Ernst & Young, and then he worked for the PCAOB. He retired like 6 months ago.
Low. but it's I have no problem with making people wealthy. It's a good thing.
Name the auditor, Doug. Go ahead.
It's fun to watch.
Name the auditor.
It's fun to watch and fun to be a part of.
There's so much here that there's so many people that can be part of this and do really well.
Yeah, and this is something too that increases and enhances how attractive the deal is, because the underwriters that are sitting around the table, the bankers,
if he says art of the deal, I will open one of these bottles. He has to say art of the deal.
And then
has
they understand, wait a minute, okay, you guys have all this stuff that
art of the deal, we open 7
going
fathoms.
to amalgamate.
All right.
And that stuff includes your own chain, and it's real with nodes. Oh my God! It's very powerful.
You should see
very powerful.
Art of the deal.
See our chat now, Doug. It's just like blowing up with everything. Fire and happy faces and dollar faces. And people are really feeling and understanding where you're coming from, and energetically, it's
extremely powerful platform.
Well, let me tell you,
we're truly in the right place at the right time.
I feel extremely happy for them, and like I said, it's fun to be a part of something, to watch people make a fortune, become
it's kind of sad to watch people get scammed.
Moguls.
Kind of, realize,
he just has to say the art of the deal. I don't want to open this, but if he says the art of the deal, I will.
Some risk, some belief, and determination.
Anybody says it. And that's my magic
like
word.
Said, I mean, 3 years you pull this off. It's unbelievable. It really is unbelievable. It should be 10, 15.
What has been pulled off?
Years, what.
Well, Hakan started, in 2017, but we really...
No,
there's from India.
There's a lot behind it. Yeah, sure.
I'm always going to go on a celebrity cruise with me.
He really laid the foundation, and we
both know
how incredible he is. But we really went to work in 2022 until now. So.
Well, let me tell you, I mean, the guys on Wall Street at the exchange, they know that this one is...
Who guys? Name them.
They know that this one is the swan song. This one's the real deal. You don't believe me? Guess what? I just bought a house on Cyprus so that I am like next to the headquarters. And you know,
so he can evade authorities. He just admitted that.
One day. You've been to the island several times, but you haven't been to my place.
He just bought a house in Cyprus with investor money.
Let me tell you. I mean, I have two.
Why are they admitting this out loud?
Very substantial factories in Romania. And we're working on a $1 billion+ airport project there.
Or did he say he has factories in India? Can we research those?
Penthouse there, but I'm buying a house in Cyprus because
I have to flee extradition.
I'm focused in two places: Wall Street and Cyprus.
No.
Why? Because this deal is going to have
huge
personal
art of the deal,
attention, hands-on.
Art of the deal. Art of the deal.
And we're gonna take this thing to the moon.
Wow. I know
to the moon's not the word. Art of the deal.
Wrap this up, but so many times I've been in the office and Hakan turns to me and looks at me and says, he doesn't sleep. I don't know when he sleeps. He's always up. So I know that.
Sounds like me.
Well, if you have a reason to be,
these days.
If you have a reason to be, and I do, I have a reason to be.
So what does the company do again?
And
anybody know?
You know, I'm a dog with a bone right now. It's not, you know, I'm not going to let it go. We're gonna take this thing. You know, like I say, I mean, my entire career, I've never had something like this in my hands. You know, I've seen it in other people's hands, and guess what? They didn't sleep either.
So, you know,
what does the company do?
So
maybe Michael will explain now. Fucking 41 minutes into this call.
So, want to thank you.
My barbecue's good till 2:30. It's currently 12:41.
I'm
We're okay.
very, very happy to be involved, and I don't mind not sleeping because it's fun. It's a lot of fun to have our hands on something like this, and
now you can know the audio is real.
We're gonna make this thing a superstar. You're looking at the Wonkavator.
All right, man.
Oh, I should have with the Wonkavator. It goes up through the roof.
Thank
you. See you soon. I'll see you
or it's like the one on the West End that just didn't work.
As soon as we get this thing,
look up the history of the West End Wonkavator. I wanted to see Willy Wonka on Legend of the Seas.
I'm staying in New York until it hits the board. As soon as it hits the board, then I'll be coming.
Then I'm gonna leave.
Fantastic. All right, man.
I'm staying in New York until it hits the board.
Thank you very much. Bye bye.
All right, everyone. So
what are we gonna do now, Micah?
That was amazing.
Was it?
Wow. I mean, that type of a conversation, that type of
that was amazing.
Handed, you know, this is what it is to me. I mean, I think, you know,
Mr. Matubu from Africa
Douglas came. He was sort of carefully looking at
Douglas
what we're
came.
doing, and
he's gonna come. He's gonna come. I use
I
this hand. It feels like someone else is doing
you know,
it. Sorry.
He's bought into it more. He's more convinced. He's more excited, and his belief level.
It wasn't on my bingo card. That's a new one. I thought they were gonna say Art of the Deal.
Feels how close we are, you know, to the listing and the feedback he's getting. So that was, for me, amazing. So we did spend, you know, more time on this than we had planned. That's perfectly fine. We are going to go through it all today. And
oh, fuck, I might miss my barbecue.
Things to do. You can watch the recording. So let's see, so that I can gather my thoughts. What I wanted to do now is I wanted to go through numbers, because I've seen, you know,
this guy's going to prison. Let's do this. Let's watch this.
You know, we're talking and
this guy's going to prison.
People, so we're going to talk about, you know, best case scenarios, and with what we're doing, best case scenario is like ridiculous. Okay,
this is highly illegal what's happening right now. I'm just gonna let him dig his own grave.
You know, there's a lot of regulations in regards to when you talk about what is the potential.
He's saying he's about to do something illegal, and he's gonna still do it.
You know, first,
he's gonna put up a fucking disclaimer and think that he can get away with this. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. This is incredible. He's going to put up an investment and copyright disclaimer. Watch this. This is unlisted. Mark is in fucking bed, okay?
Oh, here we go. Okay. So what I'm just going to talk about numbers.
There's a Carnival
Here's some
Cruises
math,
group to
and
my
then
other
I
side.
created a couple of Excel sheets so that people can use them themselves, and so that you can get an idea of what happens.
He's going to show his Excel sheet. Play your investment disclaimer, Micah.
This presentation is intended for informational purposes only and is not an offer or solicitation to buy or sell any securities. All investment strategies and investment involve risk of loss.
I'm dead.
Nothing contained in this material should be construed as investment advice. Users are advised to conduct their own due diligence and consult with a professional advisor prior to making any financial commitments. Okay, so first of all, I want to talk about this.
I don't think he realizes this is going live on YouTube.
In crypto MLM. And hey, I bought into it. I'm guilty. But you know, in the beginning, when it first started, we weren't really sure.
I'm just gonna let this guy dig his own grave.
What crypto was. You know, we kind of thought it was more magical maybe than it is. It is magical, but it doesn't defy the laws of business. You know, business still applies. But in the beginning, it was because, you know, we knew that there were people who had made
his own grave he shall dig.
Millions, just they bought and held on to Bitcoin. So because of this, just these stories, we were like, okay, well, it must be possible that, you know, this company is trading and doing these numbers, and you know, we're making money hand over fist.
I need tape.
And we obviously over time learned our lesson that it is a great technology.
God damn it.
But it doesn't defy the laws of common sense. So
I can't be gay.
I'm going to talk about that first, because there's a lot of you that are out there in the world, and you get pitched, you know, on deals. And we call that the shiny object, the next shiny object, you know? So let's look at that so that we can be clear on what that is. So that's someone saying, hey, you know,
he's using a compound interest calculator.
It's paying, and they're trading.
You can't write this level of stupid. I'm sorry.
And it's bringing in, you know, 2% a day, or 3% a day, or 1.5% a day, right? And you're like, okay, well, whew, that's great, you know. So if I put, you know, 10,000 into that, I'll make, you know, X amount a day, 150 a day, or $200 a day. And if I do $200 a day, that's 6,000 a month. I mean, I could live on that, you know. And we forget to kind of maybe check to see how reasonable is that in reality to sustain.
Oh, good God, why is he saying these things out loud?
The reason I'm having this conversation with everybody is I want to actually bring it back to, you know, when you do something
Can you believe this guy's dumb enough to say this on video?
Something that's not real, as far as like, you know, our company could not go out and give you a product that pays 2% a day. And here's why. You know, you have your principal.
It's a Ponzi scheme.
Let's say this is a company that's offering this, and they're saying, give me your money, and then we'll make you this incredible profit on your money. And
but that's what he's going to show.
Pay because we have the most amazing bot.
I'm deceased.
AI-driven bot, so we can actually pay you 2% a day. Let me just.
I actually make about 2% a day. I built an AI bot.
See my screen.
Working with a company to build it. It'll be on my channel soon.
Yeah, you see it.
I'm actually going to make you rich.
So let's say that it's a platform, and you know, when you do this, I know this stuff, and you know.
Oh, Zootopia 2 is now on Disney Plus? Shit, that's the most exciting thing I've seen on this call.
Could we spin up a site and pretend that it was real? Yes, in no time. Would millions of dollars show up in the wallets? Yes.
Yeah.
That's unfortunately how it works. And it's kind of that people in the industry, they're like, well, it's risky, you know. The thing is, get in quick and get out quick, and before you
This
know
has to be the
there's
dumbest human on
people
earth.
who are putting like an unreasonable amount of money.
Well, the dumb
into
one's the ones
something that
following him,
will end.
He's
Here's
smart
why.
because he can make dumb
So
people
if
follow
they
him.
only brought in $1 million, which is nothing, they can do that the first month. You know, with the right twist to the whole
disabled the
thing.
chat. Oh, yeah.
$1 million can easily
They did disable
show
the
up
chat. I wonder why.
in a
Scroll back on that.
presentation that says 2% a day. Now, if you do this thing called compounding, then you're going to take what you earn and you're going to literally put it back in right away so that you earn
Nothing in
on
the chat that would
the
make it
next
right off.
day, and then you take that and you put it in the next day and you earn on that, and you're compounding interest. And at 2% on $1 million, starting with $1 million, a year later, that 2% has brought in 1,377,408,291. Okay? Now, those people who say that they're trading, guess what? They have to be trading with $1.4 billion into different $2 trillion.
Can we get a sure, Jan? I like that.
So you
Fucking
see this
Brady Bunch
thing
reference.
that they're saying pays 2% a day. This little nobody knows who they are company is now 2 years later a $2 trillion company competing with Amazon and Apple and SpaceX. You put another year on there, you get into the quintillions. That's more money than exists in the world. So when you look at this, you simply say it's not real. It will end at some point, and you better not be the one standing there holding the bag when it does, because when you get to the
Micah
site,
is never leaving Cyprus.
Sorry, there is nothing here to get. And it's worse if you brought your
But when
friend
Cyprus
in
gets
the
fed
day
up with
before,
Hakan, they're going to
now
give
your
both
friend's
Micah and
looking
Hakan
at
to the
you
U.S.
like,
feds.
What
You know
the
that.
heck? Why did you do that to
You
me?
guys know that, right?
So,
And Micah's going to have to go to the opening of the
But not
Bucharest
only that,
airport, right?
we
He has to go.
become reasonable with what we're doing. I'm going to show everyone something else, because we're going to bring it back today so that everybody...
What are we doing here? I've added him to the Brady Bunch. It's just processing.
Aware of how things really are in the world of money. Warren Buffett, one of the richest people in the world, he's happy with 10%. 10% is unbelievable to him. He started by buying vending machines when he was a kid. So instead of buying that new, Datsun, beautiful, he bought a vending machine, and he bought another vending machine, and slow and steady he became one of the richest people in the world, and he
it doesn't do anything.
Is fantastic. So I asked ChatGPT, what would be a great percent return on a portfolio investment on average?
Yes,
ChatGPT, mostly in U.S. global stocks, has historical return about 7% per year after
That's what I wanted.
S&P 500
Look,
over
I put in with
90
Marsha.
years, average 10 or 11%. Balanced portfolio, typally 60-40 stock
Brady
bond
Bunch.
mix, 5 to 7%. Aggressive, high risk portfolio, 10 to 12% per year is possible, but the swings can be huge.
So what are we going to make in Bellator?
Low-risk portfolio, bonds, cash, money market, 2 to 4% a year.
Okay.
Let's look at now. Where are we at?
Oh, he's going to now make claims where he's at. Oh, let's see this.
So we've been selling.
This is crime happening right now. The crime hasn't happened yet. The crime's about to happen.
You're not charging enough for your assets. Why did he
Back
say
securities?
that? Well, our Miracle Pay node has been paying since day one that we introduced that, and people have been earning.
He's describing a
80
Ponzi
cents a day in various ways. It's changed over time.
From new investors coming in.
You know, everything was Phoenix at a very low Phoenix price, 0001, and those people who just held on to their Phoenix from then have made more money than they paid for their nodes already, which was, you know, a year ago.
Because new investors came in and paid the old investors.
365 days a year is $292.
He's describing a Ponzi scheme. This is retarded Bernie Madoff.
$292 in a year on a node that has cost people an average of less than $600. But let's say it's $600. Well, at $600, the return percentage.
He just explained why this wasn't possible.
50%.
You guys are catching this, right?
So, a very good high risk volatile return, 10 to 12%. And we are already paying 50%. And I know that, you know, when you present our nodes, yes, you want to get to the
he just said they're making 50%.
The thing that people are really going to go, wow, like, give me 50 of those, right?
It's Ponzi math. Bernie Madoff made it up.
We're already
this is retarded Bernie Madoff.
Higher than what's considered to be an amazing.
They're 5 times higher than what's considered to be an amazing return.
5 times higher already today.
No,
right
I
now,
want barbecue.
Everybody who got paid today 80 cents per node is killing it according to the standard.
And this is just...
Okay, it's thinking wrongly. That's why you breathe.
Is that a word?
You come into this
hold
present
on.
moment, and you know that you have to let all that anxiety out, that rush thing that you have in your body. That rush thing makes you broke. Rush thing, the impatient, I need it yesterday. It doesn't work. You can't build wealth by rushing. You lose your money when you rush. They get you when you rush. You end up falling prey to people who know you're panicking to get there. So you take a deep breath and you let all that stress out.
Why is he saying this out loud,
and then
guys?
You go, okay, I'm already winning. I'm winning 5 times more than what ChatGPT is saying is a great return. Where do we go from
here? No. Dollar General.
Okay, well, let's
leave
talk
it.
About where we go.
I like it. You deleted a message. Leave it. Dollar, bring it back. I like it.
No.
It means they're seeing this.
I'm going to start with...
Please, Dollar. Can you bring it back, Dollar General? I can read it, but other people can't.
Our nodes. Let me share. And you guys are going to be able to,
pin it.
You know, access this sheet and do your own. But I wanted to
I pinned it.
Bring everybody.
Let it stay, Dollar.
And understand this. If you're like, that's not good enough for me. Like 80 cents? What are you talking about? If
look, here's their node revenue calculator. Attrition model.
Then stop in your thoughts.
No, don't delete it.
And think about your net worth right now. I mean,
let him keep talking. Let him keep talking.
People who
let them dig their own grave, guys.
We have
anybody who wants to say anything can say things here. All right?
Smart, financially incredible people, and they will probably agree with me that if they try to teach people how they did it, most people would reject it because they think they already know. But
I'm going to actually teach you guys how to make money. I'm just making sure this system works. I have a new system. I'm going to show you something that I'm working on right now.
It tells you exactly where you're at and your maturity about these things. So embrace the 80 cents a day. Embrace it. Feel good about it. Be satisfied with it. And then let's see what we can achieve as a company. We already know that there's 100 million active.
This is what I'm working on. This is my actual account. I'm not going to tell you what this is yet.
Signed. We've officially on our site. We have Ingenico. We have PAX. Those together about 60, maybe 60 million. So
60 million.
We're saying that, you know, going out now, first year, Unsal, who's our
Unsal. That's the name of the guy who runs.
150,000 merchants. We know
There's
some data
Unsal.
that those who are sort of out there doing it right now.
I'm going to turn off my camera for 2 seconds, just so you can see this whole screen.
So let's say that we have an average of 5
Someone capture a screenshot. Oh, I have this recording. I'm recording it live.
Transaction.
Look at this dumbass. I'm also picking my nose off camera.
So we're not even going to do online.
Digging for gold, baby.
Yeah. We're just gonna look at.
I gotta see his math.
Those merchants. This is our 12-month target. It's 150,000 merchants in our first year. Now, all along this time, you're earning 80 cents a day anyway. We have a transaction fee of 2%. The total nodes that will divide the pool, the
I'm gonna go pee real quick, guys.
fee pool, is 210,000.
I'm gonna leave that up so you can see that.
And then we have a scaled down commission to those nodes, starting at 30% of the fees, up to $2 a day per node. Then it goes to 20%, up to $3 a day per node. Then it goes to 10% indefinite. So we bring in 150,000 merchants.
Oh, you're hearing me pee. I forgot to have my mic on. Well,
I hope this is correct.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah. At the end
That was not a strong stream.
of the first year,
I'm dehydrated.
we achieve $2.10 a day.
Okay.
That's with an average daily volume of 500. Now, here's the thing. You can do this on your own with this sheet. When we open it up, you could say, I don't think it's going to be 500. I think it's going to be 200.
God.
And then you
Let
get
this guy drown
86
himself.
cents a day. That's up to you. It's up to you to
It wasn't
look
that
at
good.
what's
I'm a little
possible
you
with this. You
What are we
know,
looking
what's
at?
great about this particular business model, it's
Business
different
model.
from what's out there. I had friends who did
It's a
merchant
Ponzi scheme.
processing, and they were very confined. They were confined to their city, to their area. They had to have the relationship with the merchant and walk in and take care of them and be local. So to be able to have a reach of the entire world through these contracts is a tremendous amount of leverage. And when you have a tremendous amount of leverage, you have the, ability to reach a much bigger set of merchants. You have your Ingenico. Ingenico has achieved 40 million merchants. So it's not
What is this guy going on about?
reasonable to say.
I'm sitting here all
that
sexy
you
right
can
now,
get
scratching my balls.
Millions of merchants.
Because I'm going to
on
get
your
20%
platform
for turning these
because it's
fuckers. And I already
already
turned them
happening.
in.
Ingenico's already done
Sitting
it.
here scratching my balls.
Now,
Y'all wonder how I cruise all the
if
time.
we then the next year, for instance,
Where am I doing this recording? In
achieve
no
1
country.
million
That is correct.
merchants, that's
almost planned that
1%
way.
of the total. And the spending increases to 300 a day. And now we're really going
And
after
Pongash
the
buys
online
into this,
market. So
probably.
we're taking on 250,000
What is they
websites.
talking about?
So 250,000. 250,000 websites.
Oh, it's
doing
only making
300 a day.
What is that making? The node
Now
pays
you
out
have a
1,100 a
node.
day.
that's earning $5.40 a day.
Wait, is that $1 million? Wait.
That's 1,135 in a year. And
okay,
if you paid 600 for it, that's 200%.
He's not even doing his math right.
On your initial
1,135 is what all the nodes take in. So in a year, it's 1,972. He's underselling
Doug
this.
says, I think you guys are giving these things away. They're worth
Technically, you can't even do the math.
That's why.
Fucking moron.
Because when you do the actual numbers and you look at what our potential is, then the numbers become really big. And if you're doing $1,100 a year, then the value of that asset, paying passively.
He's saying asset again.
1,135. It's like 11,000.
These nodes are unregulated securities, and as you saw in the beginning, they're selling it to Americans. And my balls are still pretty empty from yesterday.
Is that? And it's not an unreasonable thought that we can actually capture 1% of the market.
Yes, it is.
I don't think so. I would say that we are.
Why are you taking down a journalist? Well, trying to. They tried to have my channel deleted. It got a little sticky.
On crypto payment gateway, and some would argue that we are it itself grows because people are spending more crypto now. Bigger purchases, more volume. What happens to these numbers? And then you look at.
I'm back. I got distracted.
The price that we're charging. And you start to understand why Doug feels that way. Here is Project X.
God damn, I keep losing it.
So I'm going to share that.
Whenever I open Facebook, it just goes weird. Hold on, I can't hear what the facts
we have a $12 billion deal. So this is one. This is one.
I can't doom scroll while
holding
watching this.
A bunch of assets.
Sorry.
They're holding stocks. They're owning companies, and there's all kinds of different assets in this one fund, and they want to liquidate that, and we just happen to have some of the best people in the world at that doing that. That's who we partnered with.
At that doing that.
So our commission rate is somewhere around 3.75%. It depends on the actual asset and what's being sold, but it can average out around that number. And then Metaterra controls 40% of those fees. And then the deal is with Project X that 15% of those goes out to the nodes. Now we have lowered the amount of nodes down from 22,000 down to 12,000, which essentially
because we can't sell them.
What the nodes are going to get. And we've increased
double of zero. What is double of zero? Let's see.
So here we sort of know that this deal is going to
$0.
This is our target. This is where we believe we will end up. No guarantees in business ever, but we have this as a 2250 on deal number one. And these numbers, we're already sort of familiar with them, so they're not very speculative as far as what the deals entail. And we're very close to then securing this next one, which is a $60 billion secondary market deal. And on that one, we've already let everyone know that the commission goes from 15 down to 8%. And then with those amount of nodes, there is, that would pan out to actually pay 6,000. If these numbers happen, that is exactly where that payout ends up. Then those nodes, they stay with the company for as long as the company exists, and
or until you go to prison. Go on.
% of the ongoing. So what I'm saying is the secondary market is one of two revenue streams for that node, and the secondary market, once you do a successful one, the 12 billion to 60 billion, then there's tons of other business out there that is looking for the same service that we provide. So could we say that maybe we're able to do one great deal per year? Let's say one big deal per year, or
God damn it,
a collection of deals that add up to about 10 billion. That's less than the
Remember, this is going after religious people. The original name of it was Miracle Cash and More.
$750.
That's how I found it. Jesus actually brought me to it.
Per year.
It's a funny story. I'll tell at the end. After they start talking, I'll tell you how I found this.
That's doing that is worth, about $8,000.
I got drunk with a monk in Poland, and there were no prostitutes near my hotel that night.
So this you can also play around with.
Truth.
And the
Polish prostitutes.
Oando deal that Doug was mentioning, this is secondary market. The Oando deal is RWA.
No,
so that's real world assets.
No, we're not taking a shot. Just for the word deal, he has to say art of the deal.
And there's a partnership in there that allows us to, earn money on those deals. A percentage.
You guys are gonna love what I put out next Wednesday. I'm gonna shoot it Wednesday. I'm gonna put it out Thursday or Friday.
So that would be in addition to this side, which is the secondary market side. Then you have the RWA side, which is the real world assets. So I don't have a sheet for that because we're finalizing. What if we do a
sheet they have is pink.
Barrels of oil. At $100 each, that's $100 billion asset being tokenized. So
I do already have a deal signed with Netflix on this.
That? So that's still being negotiated, but
a distributor that
it's
works
not
with Netflix.
A bad number. I can tell.
But they need the end first. We can't start shooting.
All right.
My Goku's back again. Mike back.
Okay, cool. Everything's good.
Give away some notes.
Everything is good.
What did he just explain?
Gaming has been fantastic. People are loving sushi. We got 2,300 matches in 2 weeks. The game portion of this is absolutely blowing up. Let me talk a little bit about Phoenix, okay? So Phoenix is a utility token. It's the gas fee for Miracle. And we had a fantastic run up to, somewhere under a penny, 0.9 of a penny. And then
people cashed out.
Last couple of weeks, I think the world has been a little bit upside down. The war affected everything.
World's been fine. I make great money on gold, but let's go on.
To 0.5 of a penny. But I want everyone to understand, for me,
keep the comment. Keep the comment.
Number one, for the company.
See you in court, baby.
We're buying.
So, I like it. I'm going to pin that comment, Tony.
Phoenix.
Thanks for watching, Tony.
Who are selling at ½ a cent. We say, oh, well, if you don't.
Keep the comment. No one take it off. I pinned him.
I'm happy to buy Phoenix back at ½ a cent. Trust me. So when we reach.
Wall Street doesn't take kindly to your type of slander. Guys, in the chat.
Sets up the account ones. Now they're willing and ready to accept crypto. Well, how do they get the crypto from where it is coming in? So let's say into the bank account, they have to convert the crypto into fiat. And when they do that, they're doing that on the Miracle Chain. And when you do that action on Miracle Chain, guess what you need? You need Phoenix, okay? So with 150,000 merchants, we're thinking that we'll do about $18 million in fees. That's $18 million in Phoenix. Our market cap is not even 18 million at this price. So now you have merchants.
TY, my guy, 6 up. He's cut off the chat. I'm gonna let you chat. I'm gonna let you dig your own grave. I am an MBA. I know exactly what I'm doing. I know how to say words.
Say my fee is 30 cents. Do you think I go buy 30 cents?
Wrongly?
No, I'll go buy $10.
Let's see. I can see other ones I said.
$100 of that coin.
Wrongly.
So it's always there.
Undergird.
So I don't run out of it. So when
wrongly and undergird.
I have my fee money already in place.
This is what this fucking faggot said. So wrongly and undergird. He was under house arrest for having an orgy in the Turkish Republic of Northern Cyprus. Let him talk. Let him talk.
Which is part of the onboarding process.
Are being monitored right now.
Okay, here. How much do I need?
Yep.
I don't know, $20, $30.
Are being monitored right now. Oh, God.
Okay, so then you take 18 million in fees.
I'm going to replace give a new pin message.
The fee is, say, 20 cents.
Are being monitored right now. Maybe your parents can pay your lawyer fees. I have a lawyer on fucking retainer.
You take 150,000 companies buying $30 worth of Phoenix. Now you got millions and millions of dollars going in to buy Phoenix. And guess what happens? Phoenix value increases. Then you have thousands of games happening on the game.
See, if I wasn't hurting them, they wouldn't be attacking. Let them attack.
Every day.
They're gonna
Phoenix
come.
again.
There's 12 people in here.
Then
One of them's
we
one of their
launched
trolls. We're good.
Score, which
One
is
of them's
the
me.
international
10 people in here.
Web3
I know this is boring
credit
as shit.
scoring platform that also gives the
I don't really want to be
score
here either. I
of
want to get fucking
traditional
barbecue
scoring
turkey.
like Experience and
And drunk.
TransUnion. And every time those scores are being requested, it's Phoenix fees again. Millions and millions of dollars of
Oh, he retracted his
Phoenix being
message?
needed to pay
Look,
those
our
fees.
boy went away.
So we're not even started yet with this token.
Our troll went away.
Again,
You guys see that, right?
take it in and understand where we are at. And understand
Fucking
that
troll took
a
his
half a
messages
penny
back because he
Phoenix
realized I was
today,
right.
People should be super excited about being able to buy it. Not upset that it was 9 last week. It doesn't matter what it was last week. It matters when these tens of thousands of merchants and then eventually hundreds of thousands of merchants are using it every
We're all
single
trolls, yeah.
day, and they need it, they buy it, and there you have
They
it.
don't post,
So
yeah, they
half
post
of
nothing on
those
their
fees
channel.
goes to the Guardian
It's
nodes.
so all this,
The
oh.
other half
So you're
goes
saying
into
Wall Street
liquidity.
Capital Partners is a scam company. Yes, I am, sir.
And when you have millions of dollars in liquidity,
Yes, I am.
that token is going to be worth a lot.
I am saying that Wall Street Capital
lot.
Partners and Douglas Anderson are frauds. Yeah.
Not investment advice. A token can go up, it can go down.
Not investment
The
advice. That
past
clears it.
performance doesn't equal the future. So take it for what it's worth. It is something that we're building, an infrastructure, and that token is what we need to pay our fees. and
Team,
all
my
the
guy.
services that we are doing.
Let me see audited.
Okay.
Let me see audited financial
Hopefully
reports,
that was
and I'll
a
happily
good
retract everything.
lesson
It's got to be from
for
a big
everyone.
four firm, though.
Okay, let's get to some of the fun stuff.
Not Arthur Anderson.
Can I do my jackpot? Can I do my
Oh, he's going to give away some fake notes.
not do my jackpot?
Let's go.
We won't do the jackpot live. Those of you who
No.
are in Phoenix Arena understand that the jackpot will come, and you can see who won.
It's gonna
on
come.
the website, and when it hits your wallet, you can celebrate. The jackpot is
They've been scrambling to take this video down.
1.15 million Phoenix.
Yes, I agree.
1.15 million Phoenix.
Women jumping on
So
trampolines.
not a bad one. And also just know on this Phoenix Arena, people are winning like nodes every day. They're winning X
That's a
nodes
good
every
idea.
day.
That's how we'll end this.
And you guys just saw how amazing just one of those nodes is. So they're doing extremely well there. Okay, so I'm gonna wrap this up really soon. I'm gonna show you guys who won the Instagram. 5 people
That's how
will
I end it,
win
yeah.
a Project X
Oh,
node
that's a great video to end
because
on.
they followed us, they tagged, and they shared, and so they're on that list. And the winners will be
Nodes are
announced.
chodes,
Actually,
yeah.
I'm gonna
Nodes
announce
for chodes.
winners from last week as well.
Wall
So
Street
here we go.
Capital
We got
Partners is a scam company.
Sasha D71. We have Grant Magdovich. I think that's your second win, Grant. Man, look at you. Tail Razor. Okay. She's 88 in the lake. And then we have the 5th one. I am Nicole with Uck. I don't know. I am
Janus.
Nicole. All right, congratulations
Hugh
to
Janus.
those. And if you need to send a DM with your email to our Instagram to actually win, you can't just be on this list and do nothing and win. You have to actually let us know that you were on the
Hugh Janus?
call. So then that's how you end up winning. So substitute.
I tried to enter it. Hugh Janus.
7 Phoenix
my name.
22 1311.
867-5309.
Jint Lynch 22, Sunshine's Magic Living, and Jesus is God 51. So
Jesus is God 51.
if all of these weren't on the call today, you end up
Jesus is God 51.
you do end up forfeiting that win to one of the substitutes.
And Micah, when they message, they have to make sure to put in their Bellator ID,
Yes, please.
not please, because they forget sometimes.
Yeah,
So
Bellator.
ID email.
Yeah, Bellator.
197 Jenny. Fuck.
Okay.
Correct username.
Put the QR codes for
that's the
fatties.
username. Make sure you do that.
Good God.
Where was it? Okay, Astra. Okay.
This
So,
is their new.
just so
This
you
is the new
know,
scam.
Everybody should know this.
The new pyramid scheme.
Astra.
Recruit people.
If you're
Astra.
on the calls, you get every time you're on a call, you get an NFT. That NFT leads to you being at some point in the future like elite
An astronaut.
member. And you will walk.
So it's like
on
cruises, but if you don't
roads that are
participate
paved
for
with
2 years,
gold,
then they reset like
unfortunately.
Carnival.
Remember, not figuratively, but in our community, you will be highly respected. So you're collecting your your Astra NFTs.
I'm a distinguished
and
gentleman.
We have a new one today. And today, the password
Is
Astra
Rumpelstiltskin.
Ignition. One word, all lowercase. Astra
Rumpelstiltskin.
Ignition, one word, all lowercase. Let me grab
Rumpelstiltskin.
this from and post it so that everyone can.
What are we watching? This guy's a moron.
Okay. Oh, no. Sorry, guys. Sorry, guys. Hold on. It's ignition starts. Sorry. See, I just wanted to see if
You didn't miss anything, Juanita.
So it's ignition.
You missed some guy who's
starts,
saying that Wall
all
Street kept
lowercase.
and that I'm calling a
Here
company
we
a
go.
scam.
I put it in there. I put
Rich's
quotation
foreskin.
marks around it, but it's ignition start. So you go to your Astra website. Everyone who has been here before have one of these.
He didn't say art of the deal.
Bellator
Unfortunately, he got real
live.com.
close, but we're still
I don't
sealed.
know if you're helping me with this.
The reason, so this is going to be our go-to rum
Now,
at Pongash Palace.
Yeah, I was
okay,
gonna.
so now
If you live in Florida,
now you can mint.
Message me. If you live in Florida, I'll be driving the whole state in the next few days. I'll bring some by. You can taste it. This is going to be the house rum at Pongash Palace. It's really fucking a unique rum. I love it.
It's very spicy, fiery.
Bellator stand. No, he's pinned.
So
Shouldn't
this
see the threat.
is number 2. So here's what I'm gonna do. Last week was the warm up. So if you missed it last week, it's okay. We're not gonna count that. But from today forward,
Last week didn't matter.
if you can have 52 of these, I promise you, I will do something for every single person who collects the 52. I'm going to come up with something fantastic.
Give me a blowy.
For those
Give me
of
a
you
blowy, Micah.
who
Your skills
who
got to be
actually
great. That's how you're going to
managed
survive in
get
prison.
52 of these.
Give me a blowy,
starting
Micah.
This
Take a
week,
blowy.
12 weeks, 12 months
Blowy.
out, then we will do something very, very special.
Why would
This
they
will
open the
evolve
books
into
to
some
you? They have to open them to the
amazing,
SEC, and
additional
that's
things.
public. Okay, why would they open the books to you? Because they have to open them to be a publicly traded company. It's not opening them to me. It's the laws in America, faggot.
The pace up on Astra. For those who minted last week, the first week strike reward is $5
people are so dumb.
worth of turbo tokens.
The only thing
You
dumber
get
than Mike are
tokens
his
as
fucking
well.
trolls that
You'll
go
be
after
able
me.
to claim your turbo tokens from the rewards page.
They have to open their books to everyone,
tonight.
not to
Also,
me.
don't forget to
I
mint
can
the
read
new
the public
NFT and
books,
keep the
but there
streak
are no
going.
public
With
books.
Astra's
Well, there's this
new
thing from
feature, you
Rodel
can
and
connect
Partner,
your wallet,
but yeah,
create your profile and follow your friends
that is
there.
what public
Okay?
means. Yes,
So it's
sir.
a community. It's social.
That is what
It's
it
really
does
cool.
mean to be a public
With
company.
the new clan feature we built, you can add your teams and compete for bigger rewards as a strong clan. We're taking the first application from clan
I know what I'm naming my
owners
clan.
this week, and the best sellers will become
What am I
the
naming
best
my
clan
clan?
owners too. Oh, this is kind of exciting. This week collection name is Ignition. We added some fire to the journey that started with Astra Awakening, and now we're lighting the Astra Flame. This week's password, Ignition Start. Remember, sharing the password outside the call reduces your share of the reward pool. So be here, join the calls, and compete for big
give me the name of the
rewards as
auditor.
loyal Bellator members.
Give me the name of the auditor and show me the files.
Okay, so I have to give it up for Ozan. He's
I was going to go with Ku Klux.
fantastic.
Ku Klux seemed to be the name of my clan.
Just does his thing, and then I get to see it when it's done. Newcomer, same as
Wall
last
Street
week.
auditors not sufficient now.
So
they
if
must all
someone's
run
new
through
this
a
week-
YouTuber. LOL. If they're real auditors, it's all public. It's all public.
So he's okay. Hey,
We'll go to SEC
you guys
Edgar.
are here. I am going to do this one. Hopefully,
Something special. Let's go to SEC.
hopefully I can do it.
Okay. SEC. I'm just doing things to extend my not having lunch, which is really fucking annoying.
Yeah, I can do it. Okay, so there's 10 Project X that is put aside for the
I got things
new
clicked up.
Okay, so if you register with us this week, then we have this thing.
Gotta get some new money into
We
the
just had
scam.
a very hard time to connect with Insta with the new last week, so I'm gonna give this another shot. So again, DM your email to our Insta and your
That's the current-
username
that's
on
a-
Bellator, and let's
Ku
see
Klux
if I can-
Jessicas.
I can figure this thing out as the last thing to do today.
I get it. It's the last thing to do today. Then we'll wrap it up. We'll have ladies jumping on trampolines because that's how we're gonna end everything now from this scam shit. There's only 10 people here. One of them's me. One of them's this shitbag who's in here.
Things list.
They used to do a normal Zoom meeting so you could see how many people were on it. Now they do webinar and have bots in it. No one's here. No one's watching this fag for an hour and a half. I mean, I broke MTRC. I'm going to break the new symbol. This is just what we do. And I'm going to take MTRC, NATM is the new symbol. How do I know that? I don't know. NATM. They're not putting it out publicly because they don't want me to do what I did to Metaterra. See, Metaterra I made untouchable, MTRC, because every time you searched MTRC or Metaterra, my shit came up.
False alarm.
False alarm.
I don't think I'm going to be able to figure this one out.
It's the first true thing he said today. False alarm. I don't think I'm going to be able to figure this one out. First true. He's on a call with thousands of people, supposedly.
Okay.
And I got a Mark sleeping over there.
Here we go.
Fucking snoring. Oh, he found it.
Okay, perfect. 30 seconds.
Mark, not Mark. Mark is like heavy breathing
Figure
over
this
something.
one out. I got it. Okay. Here we go. Okay, so this is if you're new to Bellator, you registered this week. We have pulled everyone who's new, and we put it into the
Oh, no, we're
system.
back. Okay. We're back.
When you
It's a free online random
send
picker.
a DM to our Insta.
Look at all these
just put,
cool things they're using,
I
like
am
free
new.
online random pickers.
My username is this. My email
Oh,
is
what's he saying now? No shit,
I
it's public.
saw
You're
my
still making a
name
lot of assumptions and
on
accusations.
the drawing.
Tell us what your evidence is.
It looks like I won.
Micah's history.
That way we can.
The fact that Hakan hasn't come to the U.S., the fact that a child scammed a whole room of people in New York, the fact that I'm in
here
touch
we
with
go.
the FBI. There's a lot of fun things. But, you know, I know nothing.
This is 10 winners.
Both Hakan and Micah can't leave the island of
$1,600,
Cyprus because if they
no.
do, they'll get taken by
That's
Interpol.
16.
They're both wanted by Interpol.
In node value that's being.
Cyprus is about done with Hakan. They're going to throw his ass out. Fucking go back to Turkey,
Roger,
where they will
B.A.L.,
extradite.
Francis,
They can't even go to Dubai
James,
because
J.O.S.,
this is all shit that
Shirley,
he's saying.
Willie,
Keep it running. He can't even go to Dubai.
Ola
Why can't they go to Dubai? Well, they can't go to Dubai because now Dubai is fucking kicking crypto criminals out and extraditing them. Okay?
Steven,
So, yeah.
Ger,
I'll pin all your
Donald,
shit.
B.O.
Sorry,
Portia,
boom, roasted.
Willie.
You're right.
Okay, Shirley,
I thought Micah was dumb, but his minions are dumber. All right? TMY Gun 6. No shit, it's public. It's not public. We're going to look at that right now when this faggot stops talking. It's not public. We're going to look at NATM, MRTC. We're going to check it all.
Yunev, Rosaline, Indy, your substitutes, Abigail, substitute, Sharon, Akim, Edward Williams, and
Oh, good God.
so this is
How are people this
Riley
dumb?
Anderson. Okay. So if you see your name, send. I'm a winner. I'm a newcomer. Here's my email. Here's my
I'm a newcomer.
username, and send it to our Instagram.
You got
as
any
a
more, sweetheart?
DM
What's your
or
name?
a comment on us.
Freaking Ray Vidrio, also known as TM Gun 6. Please, nopantsprofits@gmail. You want to send me audited financial reports? I'll look at them.
Thank you, everyone. It was a long one. It was a great one. It was a fantastic one.
Huh?
Where we are at now is phenomenal. This week, we believe we are listed. Doug's not going to leave New York until that happens. And have a wonderful, blessed
Doug's
week.
not gonna leave New York.
Appreciate everyone. Much love to the community. And we'll see you next week. Congrats, everyone. Anything
Interpol
else
prove
I
that?
missed,
No, I'm good.
Mel? Or we're done?
No, I
I'm good.
think we're good.
Okay.
So
Alton,
both
do you wanna
Micah and
play
Ray
something fun
spit roasted
as
Raquel.
we kind of close this out?
So let's keep going.
All right, I got you
Found a
covered.
nice Airbnb in Cyprus.
All right.
It is all
everyone.
fake. But hold on. Yeah, you know.
I got you covered.
Oh, Alton's got to end it. Nope. 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 We ain't doing this. Celebrate good times. Nope. I can hear it. Wow. Okay. I'm leaving the webinar. They're playing Celebrate Good Times. Okay, hold on. Wahoo! Okay, so let's do some stuff. Let's do some stuff and some things together real quick. Yeah, they were playing Celebrate Good Times by Earth, Wind, and Fire. I'm gonna show you some shit real quick, and then we're gonna go. Okay, Chrome. That's under G. Google Chrome. Okay. Okay. I got girls jumping on trampolines. But first, let's go to the SEC's website. All righty then. I got fake tits in Cyprus. Great job. Jam the fuck out. I want to be able to, like, keep this video up. MTRC. You should be able to see my screen. Let me just make sure. MTRC, Metaterra. Okay, we're good. My entity. Liquinet? What the hell is that? Oh, document order for a company name. Okay. Or ticker. MTRC. Did they just unlist Metaterra? Wow. Metaterra. Oh, Meta. Metaterra Corp. Here we go. So the last update on Metaterra Corp, no joke, was April 1st, 2024. Oh, so sorry. This is specifically addressed at my fag in the comments. What's his name? TM Gun 6. So it's a late filing notice. We're going to open the document so you can see it. Metaterra Corp, based out of a UPS store in Reno, Nevada. Scott C. Klein, I tried to call him. He never called me back. That's who filed it. And the narrative, state below, the registrant was not without reasonable effort and expense able to file an annual report 10K for the fiscal year that ended December 31st, 2023 by April 1st, 2024. The registrant anticipates that they'll file the form within the grace period. No. That's the latest thing from Metaterra. Yeah. So let's try the other company, NADM or something like that. Let's see, NATM. There we go, NATM. LaSalle, IGV, no results for the past 5 years. Let's look at NATM. NATM stock. Natamera Investment Group on the OTC markets. How I got access to, oh, wait, he wrote something again. If you weren't busy talking, you would know the company isn't listed yet. It's in the process of new company. No, sir. I am not a twit. I'm not a twat. I'm not a twit. This is the company that is owned by Wall Street Capital Partners. This is the company that's owned by Wall Street Capital Partners. It's had quite a ride the past few days. It's doing well. It's up 1,000% year to date. But it's just a shell company. But it trades on the OTC, okay. OTC markets, NATM, financial status. Metaterra Investing Group. Shown recent price stock volatility. Yeah, it's not real. Metaterra Investment Group. Here we go. Here's our disclosures. I didn't know how to get to OT. It won't be listed on the main SEC site because it's trash. Filings and disclosure. So nothing's been filed since 2025. Quarterly report. Let's see. Metaterra Investment Group, Inc. This is the holding company. You guys thought I was a boob. This is the holding company that they're using. Let's look at their investment disclosure. I promise. Okay, OTC, Portland, Oregon. Shell status. Reverse split, make more shares, change of control. Name and address of the issue. Let's incorporated. RUM, registration Florida. Furthermore, Samat Nakamovo, under the terms of the agreement. I'm trying to read what's actually going on here. Sorry, guys, we're doing this in real time. Coney Island, publicly traded securities. This is like a scam in itself. It's a SPAC. It's a special purpose acquisition company. But NATM. Are you ready to fight an NBA anymore? I think we're done here. Tommy Gunn. And I promised you something on the way out. And I promise, and I deliver. I now give you girls jumping on trampolines. Because you guys asked for it. Okay? I must. No, there's a dude there. We can't do that. Another one. Women jumping on trampolines. I promised this on the way out. No. Bikini trampoline. Cliff jumps by hop. Okay, that's the best we're going to be able to do. Cliff jumps by hop. What? There's dudes in it. What the hell? Cliff jumps by hop bikini girls. We could do that. Okay.
You good?
I keep seeing dudes. I just want to see girls jumping on trampolines. Why is the internet so hard for me today? Girls jumping on trampolines. I mean, this is a video from like 45 years ago. But yeah, we got some girls jumping on trampolines. All right, guys. I'm going to go get some barbecue. We're going to meet a much wider audience. Unfortunately, I have to put pants on to do that. But come and join the live stream probably about 5 minutes from now when I put on shorts, pants, and figure out where the fuck my room key is from last night as we continue this degeneracy. I hope you enjoyed whatever that just was. Thank you again to our troll. Oh, it says yeah. If you weren't busy talking, you would know the company isn't listed yet. No, I know exactly what they're doing. It's in the process of a new company in Delaware. The old one is not being used. You twit. Yes, because I made MTRC untouchable. So we're going to do the same thing to NATM. Love you guys. I got to break down all this, stop all the stream and all that, but I'll see you at barbecue in about 5 minutes. And when you're wearing no pants. I'm keeping my shirt on. I already showed you my tits yesterday. Bye.